Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So guess what? 5G is now in Malaysia. You should already know that by now. And if you're in the market looking for something affordable to purchase, a 5G phone, well, that's where the brand new OPPO A78 5G comes in. Now let's talk a little bit about this device. What is this phone all about? Well, first things first, the OPPO A78 5G is retailing in Malaysia for RM1099. So that puts it at a fairly affordable bracket. Alright, so let's talk a bit more about this phone. As soon as you unbox it, now the first thing that you will see on the top is actually a cardboard which contains a couple of manuals together with the phone case itself. Now moving down, you will see that we have the phone directly, but we'll take a look at that in a little bit more. Further down, you see that we have the charger as well as the Type-C cable. So everything that you need is actually all in the box. Now let's take a look at the phone itself. My current color here is the one in black. So there are two colors, there's a purple and a black, and mine is the black obviously, which is what you are seeing right now. Alright, so let's move on and talk more a bit about how this OPPO A78 5G works, in terms of 5G capability. So you want to go and test out the speed test, downloading apps, how long it takes to stream movies. Can you stream videos at 2K for example without any buffering? Well, let's head out and check out the 5G strengths of this OPPO A78 5G. Alright guys, so we are currently outdoors and we are here to test out the 5G speeds of the OPPO A78 5G. So first things first, definitely we are going to see how fast can 5G go. And notice that in terms of the speed test, I was able to get 400 megabytes download speeds, which is actually very fast. So again, this is something that we can prove here on the OPPO A78 5G. Now other than that, I noticed that downloading apps is also very fast. If I'm not mistaken, to download a 1.2 GB app, it takes only approximately slightly more than 30 seconds, which is actually very fast. If you're going to be browsing social media, if you're going to be browsing your TikTok, watching videos and all that, it's also crazy fast. I did a very quick test here as well, and that was to play a video running at 1440p, that is basically 2K, and I was actually able to watch the video without any buffering whatsoever. In fact, I was also forwarding on the video just to see if the speed could keep up with my forwarding of the video, and I think it's just perfect here with the OPPO A78 5G. Other than that, gaming on this phone is definitely not going to be an issue here as well, since you see that we already have very fast 5G speeds. Alright, so at the end of the day, we can conclude from our 5G test of the OPPO A78 that you can definitely experience much faster speeds compared to 4G. And again, this device here is at an affordable price point, so if you want those faster speeds, definitely you can count on the OPPO A78 5G. Alright, so now that we've proven that the OPPO A78 5G works really well outdoors with the connectivity, well, we should talk a little bit more about what this phone features. What kind of features can you expect from this device? Well, first things first, I do need to mention that this design here is actually very cool. We do have flat sides all around the frame, and the back panel here is made in matte. That means that it does not collect a lot of fingerprints, which is what I like a lot. Other than that, in terms of the processor, we do have the Dimensity 705, which is a very power efficient processor, and that is paired with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. So that is actually standard 128GB, and that will be great because you might be downloading a lot of files. However, if that is not enough, you also have expandable memory all the way up to 1TB, which you can do so using the micro SD card slot. Now moving on, what else do we have here? Let's say you are watching a lot of movies. Definitely you would want to have proper speakers. And in this case, yes, we do have stereo speakers on board, and I'm going to show you a very quick clip here of the sound test of the OPPO A78 5G. Now moving on, what else can we see on the phone itself? Where we do have dual cameras. We do have a 50 megapixel main sensor with a 2 megapixel portrait lens. And in terms of the photos, I'm going to show you guys a couple of samples. This is a budget phone, so you definitely cannot expect flagship level kind of pictures, but for a price point of just 1,099 ringgit, I think the pictures coming out from the OPPO A78 5G actually do look quite alright. Now moving on, battery is very important here. Again, we do have a large 5000 mAh battery, and it does support this 33-watt fast charge from OPPO. Now, apparently it does 0 to 100% in approximately 72 minutes, so it's actually fairly quick here. But just in terms of the battery life, I want to share a little bit more about this. I've been testing out the 5G outdoors and quite a fair bit, doing a bit of gaming here and there, and I noticed that the battery life was actually quite good. It's actually very strong, and it was managed to pull through the entire day without having me to charge the phone. In fact, I noticed that it could last approximately 2 days on just one single charge. So not only do we have the 5G connectivity in here, but it's also a very power efficient device. Alright, so last but not least, another final feature that I really like about the OPPO A78 5G is that it comes with IPX4 rating, and this means that it is resistant to water splashes. So say for example, you're outside, outdoors, and suddenly it just rains, or someone splashes water onto your device by accident, this phone will be protected and it will not get damaged. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up my quick take on the OPPO A78 5G as an affordable 5G device that you can buy here in Malaysia right now. Generally, I think this is a very good device for those people of you who are just getting a new phone. You want to make sure you have large RAM and large storage to store all your files, and you want that 5G connectivity, but you also want a power efficient device, you want good speakers, you want a decent camera, and more importantly, you appreciate a long battery life and fast charging speeds. With that said, if you want to find out more information about the OPPO A78 5G, do head on to the links down below to find out more information. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Feel free to drop a question if you have any down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye!